viewers and subscribers. So, Vegas was on his live talking about CJ Milan and what she's doing right now with dancehall music. And he also was talking about Joe McDanovich and what he has done with Reggae Sunfest. Trust me, people, Vegas is talking a lot of stuff. You get me? Things that you need for hear, and I would like to hear your opinion on it. I like to know what you think about what Vegas is say, if a fox in my talk or Vegas is a talk just for talking sake. You get me? But it's a really interesting live because I watch it live and I found it really interesting. So I need you guys to watch the clip and tell me all your opinions in the comment section. And if you don't subscribe as yet, subscribe, comment, and share. So, to the live.
That's a talk. No other. I represent for Paction TV. Let's talk in a more action TV.
First, let me say big up to CJ Milan for putting 2 nights of dancehall or Caribbean music here together. 2 nights, back-to-back shows in New York City. So we have to big up CJ, the promoter, for investing in this initiative. See? I forgot to the park we keep today. So I have to big up CJ for doing this. What CJ is doing in New York City is what they stopped doing in Jamaica. Yeah? What CJ is doing in New York is what them stopped doing in Jamaica. First thing, Joe Bogdanovich, if that's the right pronunciation, has totally destroyed Reggae Sunfest with his artist selection, in my opinion. Yeah? What CJ is doing, that should be the kind of lineups that Reggae Sunfest should be putting to the people. Yeah? If you look at what Joe Bogdanovich did, they started running after the hype. Joe Bogdanovich started running after, quote unquote, the artists that are current. Them sprinkle it with a few of the older artists them. But his festival, the Sunfest that we knew, and the Reggae and the Sunsplash, it wasn't about current artists or artists were hype, you know. It used to be the best performers and the great performers mixed with the current artists. So when we came on the scene, we used to still see Sanchez them on our stage. We used to still see Luciano them. We used to still see the greats them. We were doing shows with Gregory Isaacs, Zane, and sometimes I was on a show with Gregory Isaacs and Gregory Isaacs stole the show. Zane, Gregory Isaacs was the one who stole the show. So Reggae Sunfest has turned into, they managed to turn the Reggae Sunfest into a kind of audience who's just standing around. A type of audience who is just on their phones or just there looking on. For the past, I would say 4 to 5 years, I've been looking at the audience. They're just there. You know, they're just there. It's the first time in a long time I see the people actually moving, and it was because of vybzkartel. Yeah? And he used tracks. So if it was a band situation, it would have been even more crazy. So we used to a type of audience where when we said jump, them jump. Here's what I say. We used to that type of audience that festive type of soca vibe. Soca music had nothing on us. Because we used to perform at the soca events as well, especially the Elephant Man, the Vegas, the Beanie Man. We used to perform at the soca events because there's only few artists can perform at the soca events, of course, but we used to have artists where have reggae sunfest a jump and prance, a dance. Elephant Man for years wrecked it, like had people going crazy. Now it's like reggae sunfest. It's like them just standing and looking. And a man with them put out them phone to get some videos to post. It's like it's just a party. There's a difference with, as I use bands at stage show, you know. There's a difference with a dance and a stage show. A dance, you rock and you drink your liquor, you smoke your spliff, bubble pan a girl go bubble in the middle. You don't expect people never really go dance and jump up all night, but when you go stage show, you're expecting that. See? But because Joe Bogdanovich them now changed the way how the original Reggae Sunfest promoters used to book the event, we kind of lose out on the energy there. You see, what Sunfest did, Sunfest aged the artists them. So when I heard Joe Bogdanovich complaining that these artists are going to destroy the music because they're charging, I think he said they're charging too much money. No, you destroy the music, Joe Bogdanovich, by not mixing and putting the great performers with the new youth them. So look at the lineup that CJ did over the weekend. Tanta Metro and Devante, still able to perform, still able to sing, have hit songs. TOK, still able to perform, still can sing, have hit song, still full of energy. Tony Mataran, good as with them, Dirty Wine. Vegas, still able to perform, still can jump up and down, still Elephant Man, still able to perform, still jump up, still make the people them jump. Capleton, one of the greatest performers, still out there performing, still a mash at the place. And the headliner. So you had like 80% of the show with the performers, the hit makers, the people them with the classics, the people them with the hits. Same thing last year. Last year, Mavado, Idonia, Vegas, TOK, Wayne Wonder. When last Wayne Wonder do Sunfest? Somebody can tell me? How we must have a singer like Wayne Wonder still alive, still performing well, have one of the biggest songs in the history of dancehall music, and I can remember Wayne Wonder doing Sunfest since Joe Bogdanovich take it over. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you don't believe Jamaican people still want to hear "Got Somebody, She's a Beauty"? You believe we're done with that? But New York not thinks that we're done with that. New York not done with that. And who are those people? Caribbean people. Predominantly Caribbean people. So what them do? Them aged the performers them, the hit makers them, and put in a one corner. And when them have you try book 1 and 2 a week, appear disrespect. Tanya Stevens come out and complain. Busy signal say him not do it because them thinks that if treat him like shit. So, would I want to do sunfest now? No. If them call me and I'm gonna give me a nice piece of money, me I go take it. Of course, me not leave money on the table, but do I want to do it? No. Me no want to do it. Because I'm afraid, say, the Jamaican people them, we're going to go to sunfest. The one them we're going to show up, them don't know if to dance again, them don't know if to jump again, them too stush. Them don't want to hear no music from no old man. Me I go feel like, yo, me not think it going to work out.